Well, hello again everybody. We've got quite well into October and I realised that my records seem to show that I haven't had a good rant about anything in quite a while. So I thought we'd have the first one at least for October. And this one came to mind after something my daughter discussed with us the other day, and it's something that's happened to me quite frequently too over the years, and I'm sure we're not the only ones. And it's, I think, what can we call these people? Reluctant overtakees, perhaps? But I'm sure many other people have probably noticed where you might be driving a car, a van, maybe even a lorry, motorbike, whatever it is. You're out on the roads and there's something trundling along and it's going slower than you want to go. Okay, now you don't have to be a speed demon or anything like that to sort of encounter this sort of scenario, but for instance, like especially in Wales now, we've got this ridiculous 20 mile an hour speed limit through lots of built-up areas and other areas where, in a lot of cases, they are a little bit OTT. 30 was acceptable enough, but 20 is very difficult in certain situations. But you always get the people who not only do they like to sort of obey these rules, but they like to do their little bit to enforce them as well. And you quite often get, not so much, I haven't got a problem so much in the built-up areas. I respect the 20 miles an hour and 30 miles an hour where they are sort of reasonably sort of suited, like outside schools and things like that, for instance. Anyway, I'm not going to get into all the politics about that. What this is more about is people who will try and control you and keep you down to the legal limit when you're out on the road. You're out in the built-up areas and still you get 40s and 50s and so on. 60 is the national speed limit in this country, apart from dual carriageways and motorways, certainly motorways where it's 70. But more and more we get in these 40 mile an hour zones where, for instance, there's one between Llandilo and Carmarthen, just beyond a crossroads on a blind summit where you can actually quite legally do 60 if you like, and then just after that there's a lovely long straight and it's 40 miles an hour. Well, if you're behind someone moving too slowly for your liking or whatever, you've got plenty of room to pass them and you can do it safely. But the 40 mile an hour limit is there for some reason. Anyway, out on the open road you'll get these people where that limit is 40 on that straight and they will do 38 miles an hour, and in a 50 they might do 48 or 45 miles an hour. And alright, they're trying not to break the law, but it can be a bit of a nuisance, and to some anyway. And I like to sort of go at my own rate, at my own discretion. I'm not in that case, I don't disrespect worthwhile speed limits and things like that, but you get these people that will do, they come out of the built-up area and onto the A40 say, and they will accelerate hard up to 50 miles an hour, and then that's your lot. I'm doing 50 and you're going to do 50 too, because I'm not going to go any faster. So what happens then, sometimes if the coast is clear and the road is straight and long enough ahead, as it often is, you pull out to overtake, don't you? And the next thing is, I'm not kidding you, I remember an example of it coming out of Llandilo back towards Llandovery on the A40, where someone was doing 35 miles an hour in the 40. They'd been doing even less in the 30 and the 20. And as soon as we got out into the national speed limit, she went up to 50. She could have done 60 there, but she chose to do 50. It was a good long straight, so I pulled out to overtake. Do you know what? I was doing 80 miles an hour, crawling past like that. Oh, and the grim determination on her face, she was looking dead ahead and she was going flat out. She was in the Grand Prix. What the hell is that all about? And another thing is, I don't think I can aim this one at women, but male drivers who do it, I think it's a threat to their sort of masculinity or their manhood or something, isn't it? And sometimes you might hear the expression, it's a bit of a naughty one this, but the dick shrinks. I think they get the dick shrinks, don't they, some of them, if they're being overtaken. Now, I'm not interested in your manhood or whatever it is that goes on in your head if you're a woman. All I want to do is let you carry on going at your own speed and just let me mind my own business and go at my speed and have a nice day. I am not interested in you or staying behind you or obeying your little orders, because I think that's what it is. It's about it's also about enforcing the law. It's the law, and I'm going to do my little bit to enforce it, and I'm going to make sure you stay behind and you don't go too fast, because I'm going to do my bit to uphold the law. And but I think more and more of it is, it's like a sort of strange, sort of perverse, competitive streak. But my daughter said she saw the other day there was a Range Rover behind, I don't know what sort of car it was, but being held up by it. And on 2 occasions he tried to pass it, and he had to change his mind and brake and pull back in behind, because the car that was holding him up at 45 or 50 miles an hour suddenly went up to about 60 or 65 each time he tried to pass. What's that all about? And if you do happen to be one of these people that is guilty of doing that, I say guilty of, perhaps you just enjoy doing it, I don't know, but just think of this for a moment. You could actually end up with blood on your hands if you accelerate to a point where the person who thought they were quite safe to pass you and carry on with their journey, right, maybe they're going to visit their mother or going to pick up their kids or something, but you speed up and they're stuck outside you, alongside you, struggling harder and harder to get past because you're speeding up. You're going to show them, aren't you? You're really going to show them who's boss. And oh my God, there's a car coming the other way or a lorry coming the other way, and they have to brake and get back in. Well, there must be occasions where that doesn't work, and those poor people end up in a head-on smash with something coming the other way, which also didn't need that, thank you very much. And how good do you feel about yourselves now? If you're a man, has your manhood grown at all? Now you've got somebody being carted off to hospital or maybe even dead. Just for what? Just for you to sort of show them what you think of their driving or their attitude, or you want to show your attitude and just control them. And I'm a sheriff, I am, so you might think, and I'm upholding the law, even if it kills you. Why don't you just carry on at your own speeds, people like that, because there are people like that. I'm not saying that everybody's like that, but anybody watching this who may think, oh, actually I've done that, just think about it for a moment. Those people that are trying to get past you just want to get wherever they're going in their own time. They're not interested in you, and they're not interested in getting badly injured or killed thanks to your imbecilic actions. Please, people, stop doing it. It's not just annoying, it's bloody dangerous. Thanks for watching.